Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 best monk civilizations in Age of Empires 2. And I know I've been going on and on about monks in a couple videos this week, but I just feel like we're on topic. Let's go ahead and make this video. It's a good time. And with the new DLC coming in and the Armenians and the Georgians being presented as kind of monk civilizations, I feel like it's the perfect time to make a list like this. And I will be considering those two civilizations into this top 5 list as well. So hopefully it's going to be interesting to see what the old civs and the new civs have in store for us regarding monks. This list will not be only about monk rushing, but just about using monks as a general tool, either to get relics or to monk rush or to convert enemy units into heal. Everything all included into one list. So with all that said, let's go ahead and hop into number 5. But before we check out the list, make sure to check out my Patreon and my Twitch channel. Link in the description below to both. Twitch, of course, for the live streams. And you got Patreon for a few extra things that I offer. And then you have my merch store also below if you want to check that out and enjoy. All right, on to number 5. Starting off at number 5, guys, we've got kind of a basic one. It's going to be the Portuguese. Now, the Portuguese don't really have anything too special going on for monks, but they do have a couple nice bonuses that kind of indirectly buff the monks and the monk play quite heavily. And the first one is the fact that their monks are costing 20% less gold. In fact, all the units cost minus 20% less gold, but since a monk only costs 100 gold and nothing else, you get a massive discount of 20 gold saved per monk. This is wild, considering the fact that when you get a conversion with a monk, one monk converting one knight, you already have such a good trade of resources even if you lose that one monk. With the Portuguese, this is even more true because that monk is only costing you 80 gold to begin with. Super good value on every conversion. They've got all the necessary techs to make their monks very strong, and so there's no lacking there. And then going into late game, another indirect buff to monks and to the monk play is the fact that if you get to fast imp with Portuguese, get to like block printing, illumination, theocracy, all the good monk techs, you can also on top of that add a couple Fetorias. Fetorias are a great way to boost your economy when you have very little of it to begin with. Instead of, when you get the Imperial Age fast imp like 40, 45 fills, instead of making 2 more town centers, making a bunch of farms, making the villagers, we just slap down 2 Fetorias and then boom, they instantly kick in, start getting us some resources, and we get in a lot of gold and stone, which is going to further help the monk rush and the monk play as a whole. So I think Portuguese in general definitely deserve a spot on number 5. Next up, we got a civilization I hold very close to heart here. It's going to be the Burmese. I'm actually a huge fan of the practical application of the Burmese monks, and I think having all the monk techs at half price is a huge bonus for the Burmese. The only weakness is that missing heresy sometimes makes you bad in a monk versus monk war, for example. However, in pretty much every other case, Burmese monks are fantastic. Cheaper techs are insane at going for Castle Age monk pushes, getting redemption and sanctity at half price, and then even in Imperial Age, being able to pick up block printing at just 100 gold, it's such a nice bonus and such a practical application to the monks for the civilization, because even if you have to react and randomly get redemption to defend the siege push, it's going to be half off. It's going to be very affordable, and it's going to be easy to pick that up and prepare your defense instead of just having to save up 475 gold when you might not have been ready to do so. And I think for this bonus alone, Burmese are incredibly solid. But that's not the only reason that they're here on the list. They also see all 5 relics with their team bonus at the start of the game, and whether you're playing a 1v1 or a team game, this bonus does apply, and it's actually, in my opinion, a crazy good bonus, especially in 1v1 where relics are crucial to be securing the late game and getting that infinite gold trickle over your opponent. Seeing the relics not only lets you be able to pick them up, but also lets you know if your opponent is picking them up. So it's a really good bonus, and it basically helps you control the game in the mid game when it comes to like the monks and the relic contention, if that's even a word. Next up, we've got number 3. We've got the Spanish. Spanish might have been a surprise to a lot of people, but I'm not even memeing when I say that their missionaries are kind of insane right now. The new unique tech gives you +1 range to the missionaries on top of Inquisition already giving the bonus it's been giving for a while, which is faster conversions basically. Now they also get the extra range on missionaries. Missionaries have 11 range in Imperial Age, whereas monks have 12. So only 1 range missing, and you're on a horse. That's a really big deal. You have also more HP, so you can tank, let's say, skirm fire more. They're just an overall really solid unit right now, and I think in general Inquisition monks are fantastic for Spanish. And add on top of that the flexibility of missionaries both in Castle and in Imperial Age. I think the civ is one of the best monk rush civs, or monk civs in general, and their monks have a lot of application because not only do they convert, and the missionaries, you can kind of control the game with cavalry and you can raid with them with your knights. It's a very flexible unit. It also works really well with the Spanish late game. You can get like kind of a fastish imp, go for monks, go for supremacy vills, and then drop a bunch of town centers to boost your economy, and the supremacy vills can fight alongside the monks. And it's actually underrated how strong supremacy plus monks can be for the Spanish, and I think for that reason the Spanish definitely deserve a number 3 on the list. All right, moving on to number 2, I've got one of the new civilizations. It's gonna be the Armenians. Armenians are amazing. I know a lot of you guys might not know what they do. I did make a video on the new civilizations and a bunch of new videos on the new civilizations that I hope you guys can check out as well. But if you guys haven't taken a look, I mean, the Armenians, they're a very solid civilization. Basically, they can build a fortified church, which is a monastery that can garrison monks and villagers and relics as usual. And it actually shoots arrows. If you have villagers garrisoned, it shoots arrows. And if you have relics garrisoned, it shoots arrows. Not only that, the Armenians start with a relic inside the monastery. So you guarantee have a relic inside your fortified church, I should say, which will A, shoot arrows right away because you have a relic in it, and B, allow your villas to garrison, so it's a defensive building, and you have all the monk techs in the world. So Armenians are fantastic. Oh, Hera, that's it? That's not that strong. Wait, there's more. The warrior monk. The warrior monk is incredible at what it's designed to do. Is it something that's insane in combat? No, listen, it's a champion in combat. It has good stats, but at the end of the day, it's a champion. Sometimes against skirms, for example, if you're getting rushed by skirms, sure, make a few of those warrior monks. They take bonus damage versus light cav, you know, but they're overall pretty decent at fighting. Not bad, but not great. What are they great at? They're great at picking up relics because they move much faster than regular monk. They can kill monks, and the best part is they cannot be converted because they count as a monk. You need atonement to convert the warrior monk, and that alone is broken. Like, that is so overpowered, and that is basically guaranteeing you that you're gonna win the relic war with Armenians. Like 100%, if you want the relics with Armenians, you're gonna be able to get it. Especially on maps like Arabia, where you can just spread out the warrior monks. If they've got like a couple units defending a relic, no problem, you can kill them and then take the relic and then run home because you walk pretty fast. Only downside to the warrior monk is that it can't convert units, but it could heal units, and it's very strong on its own, and it can be upgraded through the barracks with squires and then through the monastery with sanctity and fervor. So it's an absolute beast of a unit, and I think it's insane at securing the relics with Armenians. And on top of that, they start with an extra one. So getting 3/3 with the relics with Armenians is easy, and getting all 5 and having 6 relics with Armenians is insanely broken. So Armenians definitely at number 2 here. All right, before I show you guys number 1, I'm going to take a look at an honorable mention here, the Slavs. Nothing crazy on the Slavs, but listen, they've got the faster moving monks. That's not too bad. They also have a decent monk tree, so I figured I'd throw them in here, but nothing too special with the Slav monks or anything like that. It's just something I thought I'd mention. Bohemians and Teutons could also be mentioned here a little bit. Nothing too special, but again, food monks for Bohemians could be good in late game, and Teutons resisting conversion makes them really good in monk wars. They also have all the appropriate tech for their monks, but nothing too special in any of these civilizations. Just thought I'd mention them. And now let's move on to number 1. At number 1, it's pretty obvious by now, but it's going to be the tried and tested, the old but gold, the Aztecs. It still remains the best monk civ in my opinion because relics giving more gold is huge. So getting 1 relic counts as 1.33. And then also the extra HP on the monks is broken. It is by far the best stat to have on your monks. More HP means that you can tank more shots and then also have more HP to land your conversion. And then after your conversion comes in, you can go back and heal all that HP. So in a monk situation, you have 5 to 10 monks on the field, maybe even more. You get your conversions, then you heal up and you got a ton of HP and you get to push more aggressively, and that is such a natural bonus for the Aztecs. Combining that with the relics giving more gold, such a natural monk civilization, I feel like it's still the number 1 on the list. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and like I said, check out the links in the description below. You might find something there you like, and until next time guys, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.